Welcome to 2020, where a bulk of our lives and relationships have been affected by a strain of virus, COVID-19. As a result, everyone has to stay home. In-person friendships sadly had to change. You can't high-five like that anymore. Social distancing is important. In fact, in more cases, as we stay home, our relationships went online. However, how effective is this? Unfortunately, most studies have shown that it is not the case. In one study, it was found that people seem more untrustworthy through video conferencing. It was also found that video conferencing is unsuitable for the formation of new relationships and it is unable to convey interpersonal cues that is required for trust bonding. However, as we go deeper, some limitations start to become apparent. Firstly, most studies rely on self-reports, which brings in the issue of bias. Additionally, little research has been done in the context of the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic as it is still relatively new. Therefore, here is my research proposal. Mentalizing ability through video conferencing. Do new mediums of communication have any impact on interpersonal relationships? I am interested in looking into the objective neuromechanism behind why it is harder to form interpersonal relationships through video conferencing. As it was found that video conferencing cuts off certain interpersonal cues, could it be that video conferencing hinders one's ability to mentalize? Mentalizing can be defined as the process of attributing mental states such as beliefs, desires, and intentions to another person. This is the underlying process for all communication and empathy. And our hypothesis is that it is so. Video conferencing hinders one's ability to mentalize, which will explain why it hinders the formation of interpersonal bonds. In order to investigate this process of mentalizing, we will hire an actor to express the 6 basic emotions, and participants will be randomly assigned to watch this actor through either a video screen or in person. To investigate how participants mentalize this actor's mental state, we will be relying on the mirror neuron system in the brain, which is a system that which neurons fire when conducting and or viewing an action or behavior of another. That means upon seeing a facial expression, the mirror neuron system will fire first. Then, an involuntary mimicry of facial expression will follow. These two happenings will then be measured by an EEG, which measures the level of brain activity, and a facial EMG, which measures the movement of facial muscles. Participants will also be asked to categorize the emotions the actor expresses on a questionnaire to ensure that they pay attention to the actor. And the expected results are as follows. Our expectation is naturally consistent with our hypothesis that the video conferencing does indeed hinder the ability to mentalize. Hence, it is predicted that participants will have a higher brain activity in the in-person condition compared to the video conferencing condition. Participants will also react more in their facial muscles in person than in the video conferencing condition. However, for the categorization task, we will expect that participants in both groups would naturally know how to categorize emotions and that the medium of communication would not eradicate this ability. So, to engineers designing better software and computers for video conferencing, researchers of interpersonal relationships, or simply anyone who has had a video conference the past 10 months, this research is for you. Hopefully, by shedding light onto the mechanism behind why video conferencing hinders interpersonal relationships, future efforts may be more efficiently directed into circumventing this problem and improving the video conferencing experience for everyone.